Good morning, everybody. I've got a quick message for you guys this morning. The title of this video is Awareness, and I just want to talk on that real quick. Um, you know, First of all, I want to say this is a crazy stat that I heard, and it says that your brain, there's 400, let's see, what is the number? There's 4 billion bits of information that come into your brain every second. So 4 billion things your brain has to process, right? But we actually are only aware of about 200 bits of information per second. So there's something in our brain called the reticular activating system that filters out what we program it to filter out and lets in what we program to let in. And what I mean by that is, what I mean by programming is by, the person, and here's a good example, the person that's making $50,000 a year is not making $50,000 a year because they want to make 50,000. They're making $50,000 a year because they're not aware of how to make 100,000. So you haven't put those things in your brain. You haven't thought about those things and surrounded yourself with the activities that it takes to make $100,000 a year. You haven't had that mentality in your head to make $100,000 a year. And that's just an example. Just financially is one of those things. You could take your weight, for instance. Like, if you're 50 pounds overweight, it's not because you want to be 50 pounds overweight. It's because you're not aware of how to be in shape. Your brain is not programmed to be 50 pounds lighter. Your brain is programmed to be where you are right now. And hopefully that all makes sense. But really the moral to this whole thing is that you control where you are by what you focus on. So you have to expand your awareness, expand your focus to focus on the things that you really want to attract into your life. So if you're focusing on activities that aren't taking you closer to making $100,000 a year, and you're focusing on activities that are keeping you at $50,000 a year, that's where you're going to stay. You have to focus on things. You have to have a vision. You have to see it before it comes into your life. Your thoughts become things. And that's true. It's so true. Like, what you focus on is what you're like. For example, another example is, have you ever gotten a new car? Say you get like a blue Volkswagen or something, and you never see blue Volkswagens until you actually get it, right? Because now you're aware of it. Now you actually see those things. They've always been there. They've always been there. But now that you actually have one and it's become part of your awareness, you're thinking about it all the time, then you start seeing them everywhere, right? Well, it's the same thing in anything in life. If you're looking for opportunities, and you have that in your brain, like, I'm looking for opportunities, and you think that every single day, and you go out and you look for opportunities, you're probably going to find more opportunities than if you're just, not thinking about it or just wishing that it would happen and not really giving it much thought. So anyway, I hope this makes sense. It was kind of confusing. It's hard to explain, but I really hope this video made sense. But we have to expand our awareness and really focus on the things that we want, and not focus on the things that, that are fun maybe, or just don't bring us closer to our goals. You have to focus on the things that bring you closer to your goals. So anyway, guys, hopefully this message helped, and I will talk to you all in the morning.